Okay, we got a 2022 Ford Escape. This one's a hybrid, not a plug-in up on the hoist. And just a quick tutorial on rear brakes. It's 19 mil to pull the wheels off. Okay, once the wheels are off, you gotta pull this little tab guy here. And it just kind of flicks out from out behind there. Sometimes they're kind of stuck up here in the rust belt. Trying to do this one hand, but yeah, you can kind of get a screwdriver under there and pop it out of the hole. Kind of pay attention to this orientation of how it sat in there. Okay, there's two little caps that pop in to that hole there. You just take them out like that. Pop that other guy out. That'll expose Allen key in there at 7 mil. Now at this point, if you're just doing pads, once you loosen those two 7 mil Allen key there, you can just slide this assembly out of here. Trying to fucking do this with one hand, but anyways, you get the idea. Pry that fucker out. All right, that guy's out of the way. So as you can see, I've left the electronic parking brake and all that fancy stuff hooked up. You don't want to unplug that because I think she throws a code. So these are on the 2022s. There's no like releasing the e-brake procedure. You just, these are standard wind-in calipers. You need that wind-in tool. I believe these ones are left hand. Yeah, so use that tool, put her in there, wind her in, and then that'll suck the piston back into the caliper. No need to muck with any of this stuff. But we're doing rotors today too, so we gotta go a little deeper. Next step is pull these two 13 mil hex heads there. There's two of them. And pull the caliper bracket off. I normally crack them with a wrench, but if you got a small enough ratchet, you can fit her in here and they'll fight you probably the whole way out. This vehicle's got 80,000 kilometers. Up here in the rust belt, you can see already. It's a bit of a struggle. Getting this rotor off might be a little fun. All right, so we got that off. These rotors are seized on here pretty good, so heat it up a little. Just a map torch, nothing too hot. And hit it with your purse. Yeah, get your favorite purse to hit it with and give it a good couple of whacks. I already broke this one free, and then she'll come off. One-handed. You can pull that off now. There she goes. So as I said before, we're gonna wind that caliper back in. It's a number 7. I don't know if that's standardized. I just got some cheap Amazon Orion Motorsports one. So yeah, we'll wind that back in. I'll show you that here in a sec. So that's kind of the setup there. So all you do is you snug this guy up so it's putting pressure on the piston. And see if I can do this one-handed. You just turn that guy. I can't do it one hand, I gotta support this. Now I got her broke free, maybe it'll work. So yeah, you just snug this guy up, and then you can turn it, the whole assembly, and you gotta keep snugging that guy up, turning, snug, and turn. It's gonna wind that piston back in. Pretty straightforward. All right, now it's time to reinstall. So slid my pads into that little retainer there, and then there's actually a top and bottom pad. So the pad with the little springy on it, this guy here, that one goes, you can see the mark that the piston had left on it. This is the one that goes against the piston. And then there's your upper pad. So just don't fuck that orientation up. I took these pins out. I cleaned them up on a wire wheel and lube them. Throw a little anti-seize on them. And use lots of this when you're reassembling everything. Make sure everything slides free. Make sure your pads slide free. It's really common these days with part stores pads. They just, they don't fit nice and you gotta tweak them. So have a little die grinder, a little file, and just be ready to tweak them. Make sure everything slides free in there because otherwise your brakes are gonna stick in the middle of winter. Well, got everything back together. Yeah, really just tighten those two 13 mil up, get your pads assembled, and then most brake kits will come with a new one of these. Some of them you gotta tweak a little bit to get them to fit nice, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Get the top or bottom side in and then spin the other side in, and I'll show you kind of the finished assembly, and then that's it. All right, and that's kind of the final look, how it all goes together. And yeah, throw your wheels and tires on, and that's a back set of brakes on a 2022 Ford Escape. I don't know what this one is. It's an SE, I guess. All right, thanks. We'll see you on the next one.